This conversation isn't about sci-fi fantasies, no sentient AI going rogue, no Star Trek melodrama. It's about today's AI. We'll begin with a comparison between current AI and the utopian vision of Star Trek, where AI is constructive, embedded in a society free from scarcity and fear. Then we'll shift to our reality, where AI has already reached similar capabilities. We'll explore what it can do today, how it's giving rise to AI slop, what it's poised to do to the creative world in the near future. And finally, we'll confront the deeper issue, how public discourse around AI has been hijacked. While we argue over slop content and creative purity, we're being diverted from the conversations that truly matter, the rise of algorithmic dystopia. Let's start with Star Trek to help us understand the level of today's AI. The ship's AI answers questions, executes commands, solves problems. Today's AI already does that. But here's the difference: Star Trek's AI exists in a post-scarcity utopia, alongside replicators and abundant energy. In our world, we've developed fantastical AI capabilities that were unthinkable just a decade ago, but none of them have solved our core problems. In fact, some have made things worse. Enter AI slop. As AI capabilities climb, creators are panicking about slop, low-effort, mass-generated content, and its supposed threat to creativity. Really? That's the danger we're rallying against in a world already sorted and filtered by algorithms? This is the perfect diversion. But before we explore what it's diverting us from, let's first address the greatest threat to writing since the invention of the printing press. We must come to terms with a new reality: AI slop is here to stay. Like junk mail, it will multiply without remorse. If creators and the public keep up the pressure, platforms like YouTube will be forced to introduce spam folder equivalents. And if they don't, new apps will emerge to filter slop from YouTube, Facebook, and beyond. Sounds promising? Not quite. Just like junk mail filters, any attempt to block AI slop will also block legitimate content. Why? Here's the uncomfortable truth: 99% of human-generated content is already junk. That's why criticism itself has become a genre, because so much content is bad, entire ecosystems have emerged just to dissect it. However, the anti-AI slop movement isn't targeting junk content in general. It's targeting junk made by AI. But here's the twist: filtering won't care who made it. It'll judge the content itself, just like junk mail. And if the content is junk, future filters will block it. That means original creators will get caught in the crossfire. And this is just the beginning. Soon, AI will flawlessly replicate videos. Imagine an app that takes a video and automatically changes the voice, images, and script to make it look different. Think about phone reviews and unboxing videos, nearly identical across creators. Feed one of those into the system, and it might be flagged as AI-generated replica. Feed 100, and detection becomes impossible. And there are always hundreds of such videos. At that point, which is just around the corner, only truly unique content will be safe. But we also need to look beyond content creation. The same AI used for slop will be used for far more nefarious things. Within a few years, it'll dominate scams. For example, entire call centers with 100 people will be replaced by a single app, fluent in any accent, infinitely scalable. The scam economy will explode. The silver lining? At least the call centers will be back in country, and the accents will be local, so some people will be happy. Before we move to the next segment, let's quickly address how to counter AI slop. Not with censorship. Not by banning tools. The only defense is uniqueness and quality. I speak from experience. I create content based on my own scientific and literary work. That's not easily replicable. But if you're one of hundreds talking about the latest iPhone, AI can do it faster, cheaper, and better. So, we have to learn to live with AI slop, just as we learn to live with junk mail. But there is an alternative, if we choose it. That alternative is to treat the underlying disease, not just the symptoms like AI slop and junk mail. And here's where Star Trek's utopian AI comes back into play. That AI works because the society around it works. There's no fear of survival. No crushing inequality. In our world, AI slop is a symptom of desperation, people trying to survive. Spam emails, junk content, slop, they all stem from the same root, inequality and fear. Until we address that, slop will persist. And any attempt to eliminate it will backfire, just like spam filters that block real emails. Only this time, it'll hit the bottom line of many creators, including those currently ranting against AI slop, myself included, ironically. Now let's talk about the real danger, the one the AI slop conversation is distracting us from. This writers versus AI or narrative? It's a distraction. It's being amplified, copied, and echoed by creators who don't realize they're being used to herd others away from the real conversation. And that conversation should be, if this is the AI the public has access to, what kind of AI do governments have? Here's an example. In parts of the developing world, people go hungry while governments use facial recognition to disappear dissenters. Even partial facial data is enough. Now imagine what AI enables, at scale, with limitless resources, precision, and no public disclosure, in the US or Europe. This is algorithmic dystopia. It's not coming. It's already here. And this intense debate on AI slop and its impact on creativity? It's a clear example of how the conversation has already been diverted. Yet here we are, debating em-dashes and sentence structure, and what to do with those who use them. If someone writes a bad novel using AI, the problem isn't the AI, it's the novel. The solution isn't banning the tool. It's raising the bar. So let's stop obsessing over slop. It's time to grow up, open our eyes, and confront the algorithmic dystopia unfolding around us, where AI is being weaponized to silence voices of reason. Let's talk about inequality, fueled by elites and their sycophants, not just the surface-level noise. In another video, I'll dive deeper into the realities of this algorithmic dystopia. If you're interested, let me know. But before we wrap up, let me say this, it's not all doom and gloom. There is another path, one where AI becomes part of a utopian future. That's exactly what I explore in my novel Nuriva and Tangora, a world where AI thrives within a post-egalitarian society shaped by the right social and economic conditions. Because in the end, AI is just a tool. It can be used to oppress or to uplift. Until next time, keep filling the bandwidth.